Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, my name is Matthew E. O'Neill, #1 ranked editor for Everipedia.org. Everipedia is an internet encyclopedia set based out of Santa Monica, California. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems Management from Colorado Christian University in 2001, and I also competed as an amateur boxer in the late 1990s, beating a member of the World Class Athlete Program on Fort Carson. Today's program will be about Antwun Echols. Antwun Echols was born on December 4th, 1971 in Memphis, Tennessee. He's a former professional boxer in the late 1990s and early 2000s. His hometown is Davenport, Iowa. Echols turned professional in 1993. He lost his pro debut to Anthony Ivory, but rebounded to 19 consecutive matches. He defeated Brian Barbosa in 1998 on the USA Network. In 1999, he challenged IBF champion Bernard Hopkins. Hi, is this Antwun Echols?
Of course it is.
Hi, Antwun. Hi, this is Matthew E. O'Neill, #1 ranked editor for Everipedia. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, thanks for asking. Back in your prime, you were the #1 contender in the middleweight division. Can you tell me how you first started boxing?
Yeah, I went to the gym. I was basically came from the streets, went to the gym. I think maybe my probation officer, somebody turned me on to the gym and said this would be a good field for you because I was always aggressive and had a lot of issues with my mentality. Yeah, so I went to the boxing gym and it was a way to direct my anger towards something else, and that was hitting the bag and getting in shape. If I couldn't do that, I can't do nothing else, you know?
At what age did you start boxing?
I was 17. That would have been like, I would say a couple of weeks after my birthday. My birthday is December 4th, so it was a couple of weeks. And, yeah, that was pretty cool because I made it to the USA team or to the 92 Olympics. I was an alternate, but I should have went. If you go back and look up that history, Joe Bird and there was another coach, Tom Mustin. They got in trouble because they fought because when I fought Raul Marquez, who was promoted by, or Lou Duva was trying to take him in at that time. And Lou Duva, I guess, I don't know nothing about, I didn't know too much about politics then, but Lou Duva wanted Raul Marquez, and the only way he was going to pick him up if he was, you know, that ultimate, representative for the USA team. Actually, what happened when I had Raul Marquez hurt in, like, I think it was second or third round. They rung the bell a minute and 32 seconds early. And I was on my way to stopping him. A year and a half on the USA team. Or boxing, period.
And you turned professional in 1993.
Say what now?
What do you remember about the early part of your professional career? You turned pro in 1993. You lost your pro debut. How did that affect you, losing your first pro fight?
I didn't pay that any attention. I just went on and kept fighting because that's what I wanted to do was a fight. It didn't affect me at all. A lot of people, you know, it take them downhill and they never return, but I kept going. It didn't affect me. I just wanted something to do. After I was picked up by Don King, and then me going to the camp sparring with Julian Jackson, Terry Norris, Simon Brown, all those good guys, and it just opened my eyes up to the horizon of hey, I'm hanging in here with these great champions. I think I have the tools to become a champion. So, you know, that being drafted in by Don King was a great thing for me because I had people to work with. You know, a lot of guys didn't want to spar me because of my knockout ratio, and that was pretty high, like 85%, 90%.
I think your big breakthrough came in 1998 when you beat Brian Barbosa by KO on the USA Network. What do you remember about beating Brian Barbosa?
I knew Brian Barbosa. I was in Kansas City, and a lot of my sparring partners were his sparring partner, and there's, you know, they told me I hit harder than Brian and everything, but I think what happened when I fought Brian Barbosa, I didn't get to train that well, so I don't know if you watched the fight or not. He pretty early in the rounds, he was doing his business. I thought I was doing pretty easy with him, but yeah, I knocked him out knocked him out the ring. So I didn't think he was all that was added up to be about his record, but he did give me some problems in there. I like Brian Barbosa. He's a good guy.
In 1999,
good guy, good fighter.
In 1999, you were ranked number one by the three major sanctioning bodies. I think you've discussed that you wanted to fight William Joppy instead of Bernard Hopkins. Can you tell me about that time in your life?
Yeah, that was a sad time because I don't want to talk about politics much and put nobody down that much, but I think my promoter was more about getting money than. You know, because if I would have fought like William Joppy or was it Keith Holmes, what was his name?
Keith Holmes.
Something. Keith Holmes?
Yes.
Yeah, if I would have fought one of those two, I would have grabbed the belt. But why would I fight Bernard? I never wanted to fight Bernard because I knew there would have been a hard obstacle in HBO or one of the major televisions already had him locked in with a contract. I know politics well, so that wouldn't have been a good fight for me. I don't know why my promoter took that fight, but it is what it is, and I accepted and, you know, kept going and tried to do it again. I know later in my career, if you might ask me about it, I fought for another title, and I wasn't ready for that. The WBA Super Middleweight Championship against Anthony Mundine.
He fought Charles Brewer at the Mohegan. So he fought Charles Brewer at the Mohegan Sun in Connecticut in 2001. You were knocked down 3 times, but you came back to start Brewer. What do you remember about the fight with Charles Brewer?
Man, that fight was a hell of a fight. I went in there, but I had a great trainer. My trainer was Dan Birmingham, and he trained Jeff Lacey and Winky Wright. I knew he was the man for the job, and I stayed with him years after that. But anyways, in camp, Dan was the man. He took me through all the obstacles and got me there, and gave me that amazing jab that kept Charles Brewer off of me. Through the second round, I beat up Charles with a jab so bad he didn't like it. He was trying to destroy me then, but I wouldn't let him. But I think I must have got lackluster somewhere because I was doing so well, and he caught me with a right hand in the second round. And they changed the fight around. He knocked me down 3 times. But every time I got up, I knew exactly where I was. And that ain't, you know, sometimes it takes you a minute to come back. But every time he knocked me down, I probably was out of there for that second. But as soon as I hit the floor, I woke right back up. And I got right up every time that eight count came in front of me. So,
and you also
Charles Brewer was
I
knew he was a hard puncher because I watched his whole career, and I knew I had to get him out of there early because hella hard. And you've seen that in a fight. But go ahead.
And yes, you also challenged for the WBA World Boxing Association super middleweight world title, and you fought Anthony Mundine in Australia for that title. The fight went the full 12 rounds. What do you remember about fighting Mundine in his home country?
I remember I had to stay there for a while, a month and a half or so. I didn't like that at all. I believe that there was some behind the scenes things there, is why Anthony didn't take the fight the first for the initial date, and so to clean himself up. So when I got into that fighting, I've never been hit that damn hard in my life. I fought all the great champions, and I sparred all the great champions, and was hit by the hardest middleweight out there, Bernard Hopkins. And there was something about that punch Anthony Mundine had, and it was unbelievable. But you know, I sustained the punching and the punching power, and I went to 12 rounds. That's all I could do, because anything else I couldn't get away with. That boy had endurance of the butt, and I've never seen that type of endurance out of no fighter.
This is Antwun fifth program. Can you sum up what you're doing right now? Are you training fighters, or what are you involved with now in the boxing game?
Well, I'm training right now. I've been training for almost 6 weeks. I don't know if you just seen me on Facebook. I posted some videos of my how I've been sparring and how I've been looking. My body is feeling good. I want to do some 4 and 6 rounders, see where I'm at, and maybe I might compete again. Who knows? I'm still young.
So you think you might try to fight again?
Yeah. Well, I got something coming up in November. There, like a lot of champions and other fighters are doing. I'm doing the 4 rounders. So, you know, bring me back into the scene. Let me see how I feel. Do a couple of those. If I feel good, I might step up and do something else.
I like to
but that's
thank
my
you,
plan. My plan is to get back in there.
That sounds good. You had a great career. It looks like you still have something left. Looks like you still think that you can compete a little bit.
And I'm not going to waste it if I have the opportunity to do something with it.
And you boxed on HBO, Showtime, and Fox. And at one time you were ranked number one
pay-per-view.
on IBF and pay-per-view as well. So you definitely have left.
Yeah.
You definitely left a strong impression in the boxing game, and you've done a lot for boxing in your hometown of Davenport, Iowa. I would like to thank you for being on my program today.
And I'd like to thank you for bringing me on. It was very nice for you to do so.
Okay, well, thank you, Mons. Thank you, Antwun.
Thank you, too.